Okay, I think I got this up and running again. I'll take a look at those reports I made later. And let's get into looking over at G2. Well, since I only want to make one video on this, instead of splitting this up into pieces, we've got G1 with ANCS kind of commanding the left side of the field here and working on building towards the level 8 with HNB from the south stopping NWO, SPEC, and KLGD. So it looks like it's been a 2v6 and there's been no cause for concern. They're holding their own on this one. So it'll be, will they try and duke it out for the level 8 to see who gets the rewards? Doubt it. They've probably already decided. So G1, all of the action's pretty much done. Let's take a look at G2. We've got G2 here, fully surrounded level 8. Who's got, and someone worked their way into a corner here. AC-18 and BTW have worked their way here, and they are not currently fighting, but BTW is building around them for some reason. It does appear that Ven is trying to cut off AC-18 with 42 MP either assisting them or... No, 42 MP is against them, trying to keep them from building the towers. So, curious as to what Ven is trying to accomplish here. They have taken over 42 MP territory from the looks of it. So Ven down here trying to put up a fight. Gotta appreciate that. Hot 9 making a beeline to BTW, but BTW just held them off and is currently walled them off right here. We've got Fine taking their level 6, taking their level 7, and making a base by the looks of it. Did they just want to gather today? I don't know. They're not really pushing towards anything. SOEP, same thing, built their level 6 and have set up to gather. Fox is being held back by BTW at this point. It appears as if they managed to make it over to their level 6 at some point, but have been since cut off. So it looks as if, and they made a shot at their tower and hit it, but haven't managed to burn it down. So Fox is still putting up a fight here against BTW. 42 MP and Ven still fighting here around this level 7. But it appears as if AC-18 and BTW have a commanding presence around the 8. I do not know if there's enough time for that to change, but we will check in on that tomorrow. And you got lovely old Boone in G3. Let's see how they're holding up. Well, we've got a sort of circle around the level 8. Where is it coming from here? We've got Duff, who has made a presence around the level 8. We've got TBZ, who has avoided the level 8s with a passion to come down here and Okay, it appears as if this is a grudge match between RPG and the world, because everyone came to say hi. We've got Rocco. It appears as D2B is working towards this level 7 over here, maybe to cause some problems, maybe not. It appears as if TBZ is well stacked around this thing, so it's not going anywhere anytime soon. We'll just call this Phoenix. Oh, it was Phoenix. Phoenix has set up a base around their level 6 and is farming. Boone made a straight shot from their 6 to their 7 to touch the 8, back around the 7 to take RPG 6 and shit on him. That was unnecessary. You did it, but it was unnecessary. Like, to be perfectly honest, Boone could have probably taken this island by themselves, but it's always nice to have some friends. That being said, G3 is kind of decided at this point. It's who they're going to allow to win. And here we are at G4 in my region. Our tactic worked for the most part. We made a straight shot through the mountains here and have completely circled the level 8. HNZ has accosted us from the north, and we held them to a point here around this level 7. And currently we are on a 2-day non-aggression pact with everyone in the region. You are allowed to build flags to locations that you want. However, there will be no tower fighting until reset of the day that this opens. I believe we want to have one last push from whoever wants to try for it and see if they get it. However, I do believe it is primarily going to be between us and ND21. ND21 has some heavy hitters, and if they are coordinated and we are not, it's a win for them. The vice versa is also true. If we have our members on and are coordinated, we can push them back. So, in my opinion, the way we've been fighting, we've been holding our own against them and vice versa. We have F-War back here that got pushed back to their helipad by Sim. HNZ made a straight shot to that 7. We did manage to cut them once, but we ended up having to fight HNZ and ND21 on 2 fronts, so we had to stop here. Picked up our level 6 today. ANCB got pushed back by X-War here, and they're working their way up to the level 8 as well. So I think the final day for this is going to be very interesting for this region, and I will do my best to be online as soon as the level 8 opens. So please bear with me. However, I don't think this island is going to be very interesting until that point. So let's see, what other islands do we want to look at? G5 has DBNP. Let's see how Captain's doing. And the plan was gutsy, but it looks to have paid off. They've got whatever small people were originally in this alliance and a Pompey team over here holding this level 8. It doesn't appear as if they have anybody else really pushing for it. New D, because old D sucks, is coming back around from this side. I don't know why they wouldn't go straight after the 8. Maybe they want to have a little bit of fight with them. This is a really slow single unit. What else do we got here? We've got Lost, who has pushed across to the level 7, is holding back EXEO. Well, I say that, but EXEO came over here and said nope to... What are we going to call you? Kraken. We're calling you Kraken. Said no to Kraken. So it appears as if EXEO has done what they wanted to do for their rank, and they're leaving it at that. Lost is taking that level 7 and is circling around to likely try and cut off DBNP at one point. My guess, they will save up resources for a time when they believe that they're offline and try and cut them off back here. And while they're cut off, build and eliminate the flags here. So this might get interesting over the next couple of days. Oh. Top held back to their helipad. TH45 has their 2 level 6s, and they seem to be happy with that. LM4S has gotten their level 6 and a level 7, but they're also coming down south, so I don't know what they plan on doing. Currently not building, but they did build recently. It looks as if they're out of resources. Okay. Oh, he moved closer. Why? Anyways, let's check out a couple of friends islands here. Where are you? Nope, not you. All the way down in 40. This is ridiculous. You have one of the strongest people in the entire game right now, and you're all the way down in G40. You're probably half of whatever this number is. But let's take a look. How much damage have you done? No one has made it to the 8. No one. Pear is working its way there. They have pushed back OU. And LGHR has taken their level 6. This flag here is... Really? In maintenance. It's currently rebuilding. And they don't even notice it. Okay. We've got WTO pushed back to their helipad. Yeah, with these early on regions, you have a couple of people who are capable of controlling the entire fight. Because these really early regions have some insane whales. Especially when you're comparing them to the average player in those regions. You got MCU that helped hold down KTJ alongside KO1 here. So it looks like KO1's gotten to their 6, their 7. Oh, connecting to them. Just in case you wanted to know that, buddy, you don't have anyone down there right now. So I'm kind of curious if you're going to go down there to defend that. The only person you have down there is 51 million. just saw this on my stream. Thought you ought to know. Man, I need to work on my typing speed. Okay, I think I will take this time to go back to what I was doing before I started this stream, and that was to work on some numbers for how shield works. And if I was looking at this right earlier, I've got a combat log here stating that infantry squad attack is that high. And at 73,000 troops, I'm putting out 1.45 million damage shield. What if that's based off of attack instead of defense? Because I do have her skill higher there. But when I switched out for Tom versus Adut, the shield output dropped. Oh, no, second skill, because Raigoro was second in this one. The shield output dropped. So I got 125,8900 divided by no, that's the 1, 2. There we go. Need an adult one. 148, 145. 145, 7439. 145,7439 divided by 125,8900, raised by a factor of 15%. My factor of 15% doesn't account for the 40% increase that a DUT gives, unless it's Unless it's coming from the difference between Adut and Tom. Let's check their skills real quick. You've got Adut here. That distance in combat, we weren't talking much. You had the infantry squad attack buff. So you were looking at most about a 45% increase to attack. But you don't have the same increases to attack. About a 45% increase to attack would have meant only accounting for a 15% increase to shield output. Means that whatever that factor is that lowers it is really hampering the output of the shield at high troop counts. Let's make sure there's not any missing variables here. Guess I know I can kill hive minds. Combat log. Reduction, no increases to attack. Guardian deity, 1.25 million. And then you've got .5% increase during, yeah, so we're looking at about a 45% increase to, it wouldn't be. No, because he has that regardless. So that's not something that changes. So that 45% increase to attack power is causing an increase of 15% to shield absorption. And it's substantial. I mean, the troop numbers didn't really change. I'm not using anything different. So it's still T5 infantry with raigoro Adut is absorbing 200,000 more damage. Well, let's try and put that into some perspective. I've got reports from combat with ND21. Let's see if I can find one with like a Lewis. With one actually hitting my shield. Oh. Tom. My test one. That'll still work here. Test one here may have only been T4, however, they did deal damage with their enemy skill. But the troops were backwards, so when mine activated, I can absorb 2.6 million here. But because my shield absorbed standard damage is about 32,000. And at that point, at 32,000, you were able to, with a standard attack, you were able to hit me for how many troops lost? I lost 0 troops, but I can't. Damn it, I can't see troops. can we look at what I need to look at, please? Standard round of combat. The shield falls. Tom attacks for 79 troops lost. But that is on his basic attack with no damage reduction. Squad damage is increased by 6% here. So 52,403 damage from that basic attack was killing an average of 79 troops. So let's go to the 2.6 that I was getting here. You set a shield for 2.6 million. 6,68129 divided by 2. Where did it go? 52403 times 79 would have saved 4,000 troops. That seems low. Did I do the numbers right? I guess that makes sense. It's only a 9600 shield. It's only a damage factor of 9600. But that still does add up if it's based on attack power. Which means if I can find ways to increase attack, and I'll be able to see this clearly with another hero. I needed the zombies, damn it. So, Adut with raigoro boosts raigoro shield. That means that Eddie's infantry attack, Robert's infantry attack buffs would also increase the damage absorption of the shield, which would in turn increase the damage deflected by Robert's shield. Hold on, let me just go ahead and yeah, go to my Twitch. Post this link in everywhere so everyone can listen to me ramble. Got my spreadsheets up on this, but if I've been on the wrong Control C, Control V, let's go back into here. I don't need to be posting this in the general chat. but I will post it in videos, because technically this is a video. Then head back over to Twitch. Okay. Okay. Let's see. That would make Robert a bit more viable on the shield factor scale. 2400 means he's only putting out about a quarter of what Raigoro can, but if he's getting paired with a Dut, maybe? God, there's so many moving parts on these. Robert does not look good. I want to try and make him work. The counterattacks dealing additional damage just seems so out of place. And burn damage, of all things. I mean, it's a counter swarm thing, because you can have it once in 6 seconds per target, so it can happen to multiple targets. All squads inflicted with HP reduction, which is only going to be affected by one person from Robert, but if you're using Lee properly, it creates that opportunity to abuse his damage. Man, I really need to figure that out. Eddie's shield, along with his damage, is going to be really nice. I really want to see this work on Raigoro's shield as well as Eddie's shield. If not, I know that these two could work well together with their smaller shields. Because let's face it, 2500 shield and 2400 shield isn't going to last long. It guarantees that both are going to break. So not only will there be increased damage reduction from the higher infantry attack, you'll have the 16% deflection, the consistent amount of shields from both sources, which you need to see if they stack. Which, if anyone's watching this video or this stream, if you know that if Raigoro's shield and the Garrison shield talent stack, that would be great. If not, I'll have to test that myself. And I hate the Garrison tree. Anyways. Who was fighting down here? ANCB was trying something. Yep, they're building. But they aren't really doing anything. SK&G is breaking the non-aggression pact once again. X, what are you doing? Okay. Let's see. Back to what I was doing. Find me a zombie. I'm gonna try something stupid here. If what I think is correct, increases squad attack by 24% when that's active. So let's... No. That doesn't really work if she's not high enough level to have a freaking partner. Somebody else. No one else increases my attack power other than... Squad increases squad attack. That'll work. Test with raigoro and about 70,000 infantry troops. Head over here. If I'm correct, I'll come over here, hit this zombie, and when I switch them, level 31's more resilient. If I'm correct, I'll hit him, Sio's skill will go off, and then Raigoro's, which will increase the shield output. If I were to flip them, it will have a reduced shield output, which means attack is the stat that's factored into shield efficiency, not defense. And if that's the case, we can try to abuse that for Raigoro on the field in some way, shape, or form. There's a skill. There's raigoro. I'll let it happen one more time, just to make sure I have good numbers. And pull back. Go away. Okay, back to my region. Sorry, I was just checking on my friend there, seeing how his alliance was doing in Island Raid down in G40. Now I can test the other half of this. Raigoro, Sio, reduce all variables. Now I know I'm going to be lacking in infantry buffs from talents, so let's see what the difference is. got 6%, well, sorry, 3% from here. Wow, not a lot of infantry attack buffs. So, I'm actually fine there. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. Head over here. Let's see. Battle report while that's going. Seal went first. I got the 30% squad attack buff. Seal Janelle was inflicted with a shield effect for 1.2 million damage. Which at Raigoro's HP's 4,000 troops from the earlier numbers we were running. And one more hit for good measure. Shield, back off. There we go. Okay, that might be worth looking at later. I see you, bad boy. What do you say? Okay. I thought you were one of the viewers that was watching. Okay, so let's see if I was correct. This should have a much lower shield output than the opposite, if the bonuses it did. By almost 100,000. It's not 30%. Which is to be expected, honestly, because increasing a stat doesn't come with near the bonuses you expect it to. Because, let's see, squad buff, infantry squad attack is 170 here. And the other one, 168, plus the 30 is 198. At that high a point, I could probably get about 3/10, maybe 4/10 of what the percentages is, which comes out about right. So attack buffs increase shield efficiency. Now it's a matter of running the numbers that I was running before, only with attack as the determining factor, not defense or health. So let's change these numbers to represent $18 and $30. Got that. About 47% there. So we know that's about right. From earlier, the attack factors in, troops factor in. What does that 47 come from? Or that 0.02? That's almost. Okay. Still gotta figure out what that coefficient is and whether or not damage buffs factor into it. But we're getting somewhere. Where are you headed with troops? Oh. get through all of my stuff. What are we looking at? There was one thing going on in another region. I believe it was region 2. Might have had a little bit of action going on the side of the map over here. Nope, not this one. Ven is building up to him though. That flag was not there the last time I checked. If they build in an angle, they might be able to catch both of these flags here. And be able to actually cut quite a bit of their territory off. No. They'd have to cut through. They made a circle. But you got most of Ven right here. Yeah, they've already been fighting a little bit here. Napper single-handedly holding a tower, it looks like. Good lord. That tower wasn't doing too great. Built a second one just because. Still building. So it looks like in about 4 minutes they may try something else. But they don't have the members up here. I don't know what they hope to accomplish against a well-organized wall like this. They got 6 people, 7 people. Sorry, at level 24. 6 people. That's not even their team. Do they have any whales over here? 87 who's used to fighting. And 124. God, we have a pickle and a banana. Which one's worse? The psychotic banana or the master pickle? I mean, Ven has been doing a good job of taking quite a bit of 42 space. You can tell all of this used to be theirs at some point. What's going on? Yes, that beeth a tower. To keep an eye on that, at the very least. Did they activate any building buffs for it? They don't even have the people there building it. Looks like maybe one person went over to build that damn thing. But let's see what I can glean from these numbers real quick. From just Raigoro's shield, we know it's based on his attack, and just judging by the amount of troops that we have, it's about, what, 18 times the troop count there? What is that ratio? 1133567 divided by 69176. 16. My bad. 69176. If I flip it, Do I get a number I'm used to? 0.06, no. No, I don't. Neither of those numbers make sense. I'm gonna end up having to start back at square one. So I know the end result. I know the amount of troops that I have. I know my infantry bonuses. What in the world was that? Oh. Well, hello. I turned off the activity thing on my side, so when that came up, I didn't even know what it was. A loud noise. I need to turn the music on. Just hearing me talk's gotta get boring at some point. Settings. It's at least. Can I turn it down at least? Hello, bad boy. Glad you finally made it in here. The noise from you following me scared the shit out of me. I don't know how much you've been listening to me so far, but I've mainly been keeping an eye on things on the map and trying to figure out how shield efficiency works in this game. Me and Z were bringing it up earlier because in one of the rallies that we got hit with earlier today, well, this morning, here, I'll show you. I was healing off all of the lightly wounded troops that I was taking. So I'm trying to see what I can do to optimize garrison capacity, or garrison efficiency, from healing and shield point of views, and just waiting for somebody to break this non-aggression pact. But we've got a tiny flag from ND21 moving down here. You all have done really well for yourself. I'm gonna look for you again. Battle overview down here in G5. Yeah, y'all got a nice little home here. This is nice. Lost made their way over here and you've already shut them back. And they left their big players out here some of their big players out here in the middle. But yeah, it looks like you all have got this one in the bag. Lost isn't going to be able to do anything to you. You've got, I don't know if they're going to come over here to help you. Yeah, I know you're bottom right. Yeah, no one's coming to touch you. Where are you at? Don't tell me you didn't come up here to fight with everybody. Oh, you're still down by the 6? Oh, so they are coming. They are working their way down. Oh. They are going to be working their way down to say hi to you. TH45 and LM4S are making a straight line to you. Yeah. So looks like in about, because they're using their resources consistently, they're not trying to be sneaky about it. So they're both building straight line as quickly as they can from there. So you still have what? Ah, there you are. You're keeping an eye on them. So it looks as if you've got some fun about to happen, and maybe it's going to be 12 to 24 hours depending on how active they've been. Okay. Okay. The front of the battle, they can't face double rally. We can handle double rallies for the most part. Yeah, I know you love fighting, bad boy. I'm actually getting some garrison points this time around. Okay, need to message that out in Discord. Renegotiation of the NAP to include no towers. I keep forgetting there's still people out there that don't have T5 yet. And I get it. I mean, not all of us can spend a lot of money, but Not any T5 at this point? Yeah, Shadow. What? No. I wish I could control the stream from the Twitch menu, but I can't. I have to walk and shit from over here and then look at the chat from there. Seems silly. But it is what it is. What do you need, Lucy? I don't know if I have too much food. Let me see. I haven't used my items. Let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. Got a little bit more oil now. Oh, shit. I'm gonna end up using it, so. Because we've got Top Commander coming. Wait, what? It better freaking not be. I've been holding on to stuff for 3 weeks now. There's Robert. Wish I had more gems to hold on to, but I know Captain's probably not going to let me have a rank at this point in time, because let's face it, I don't hold up to you all in might right now. Maybe I can get in on the second one, because I really want Eddie. Got 3 awakened infantry commanders now, working towards 4.
It's a transaction if there are benefits.
What's up? Where are you at, Lucy? What's going on? Oh, it's asking for a fight. Check. Arena case study from Fen Gaming. I'll have to look into that later. What? The idea of not fighting during Island? We're hoping that leads to an all-out brawl here on the final day, because I believe they said this ends as soon as this timer goes up. So we all have an idea of when to be online. I'm going to try and set up my stream for as soon as reset happens, so that I can keep track of it. But I also have kids. Oh no. Blech. No, I don't want a webcam. No one is going to see my face. Nobody. I don't think... This one have anything going on? I don't think... Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, we got to fight. KLGD versus HNB. Oh, man. HNB really showing KLGD exactly what field control looks like. But HMD doesn't care about that. They want to do as much damage on as possible. In order to clear out that tower, they would need to coordinate when all of their troops left their cities all at the same time, in order to even make a difference against this level of control. And there's still people filtering in. Between Hans, Envy, Whiskey Dog. The amount of missiles. So many missiles. Still fighting them. Are you even close by? There you are. gear is pretty good. You're still working on your last screen. You've got a couple of white gears. Alright, still damaged water. So as far as the gear, that checks out. Yeah, you're falling. Raigoro's shield held up for a split second. Yeah, you would need to coordinate a switch out of that garrison. And the damage continues to increase. Raigoro's shield activates and is immediately broken. But they're making it in. And you've got people that aren't. Oh, too much going on, game crash. Load back in, quick. I at least want to witness that fight end, and then I'll probably cut out of the stream to do a bit more math before I go to bed tonight. It's 11 o'clock here already, and I've got kids. They don't let me sleep. Map. G1. View map. Still going. I think I froze entirely this time. Well, if my game's gonna freeze for trying to watch a fight right now, I think that's telling me that... No. What am I supposed to watch? We're not doing anything for another day, at least. HNB is just completely obliterating this poor alliance. And at this point, I get 2 new viewers. Okay. What I think I'm going to do is, for the people who have hopped into this stream now to watch it, I will restart this stream again at 1:30 UTC tomorrow game time. That is about the time my kids go to bed, and I can log in. Well, give me about 15 minutes, so about 1:45. I will give my usual update of the regions, and if there's something of the islands, and if there's something you want to see, let me know. If you have any questions you want answered, please let me know. I will try to answer them in stream. For the final day, I will try and get online at reset. So I'll put that down in the description when I put this video on YouTube. But I will be online at reset for whatever happens in our region. For those of you who stuck with me, thank you for watching my stream. I will be seeing you tomorrow.